Today we're talking about the essentials of job packs and control plans. Some pretty darn interesting stuff. I gave this presentation at the divisional meeting in July, so back a couple of months ago, but you guys weren't there, so I'm gonna go through this again for you. Isn't that lucky? All right, the purpose of job packs and control plans is really threefold. You have to know what your job is. You know, what's the thing that you're supposed to be doing out there, and how do I know how to do that job correctly? There's some fine points a lot of times to the job that you're doing, and you need to know exactly if you're doing it correctly. So those are the three reasons why we do these job packs and control plans. Now, you have, for example, when you're putting together a bicycle for your son or daughter on Christmas morning, what does it come like? This! Look at that ugly piece of junk. Well, there's actually a bike in there somewhere, but you need to have some instructions, right, to put that darn thing together. And so that's what we need. We need a set of instructions, and that's essentially what our job packs and our control plans are. So you can end up being like this fellow here, Assembly Volume 1, and it's mighty thick. Well, you're lucky our job packs and control plans are not that thick, so you can still enjoy doing them without too much pain associated with that. Anyway, a couple of other things. You have to have a job pack for any operation that you're doing, whether you're doing pressing, sintering, finishing, the CNC, you're doing some CNC machining, you want to do some resonance testing or shipping, or that weigh checker that we now have installed up by the loading dock. All of those places, all of those operations, you want to have a control plan and a job pack. It has to match exactly what you're doing. So we can't have you doing it just a little bit different than what the job pack says. If you're being instructed to do things differently than what it says on the job pack, we have to update that job pack. So you need to see your supervisor on that. If you're loading parts on the furnace, it should be just like it is on the picture. If you're packing parts, it should be just like it is on the instruction sheet, with using the correct size box and having those parts packed in there in the proper way. If you're loading parts for resin impregnation, they should be loaded exactly how the job pack says. Maybe they'll be in layers, or maybe there'll be screens in between them. If you're tumbling parts, you need to use the right media, and it should say that on the job pack as well. So placement of parts in the resonance tester, that's another really important thing. You might not want to place the part upside down, because that affects the way that pinger works. So you have to do your job exactly how the job pack tells you you're supposed to do it. If you don't have a job pack, see your supervisor. If your job pack doesn't match exactly what you're doing, again, see your supervisor. Very, very important. But also, there might be an idea where you're doing something a certain way and, boy, I could do it better. Well, that is the other thing that we want you to make sure that you say to your supervisor. The job could be done a better way, and we can get that job pack updated. If your job pack happens to be missing, well, you search the nearby folders and look for it that way. Then you search that immediate work area. Is it lying on a table around here or something? If you can't find it, then a new one would be put out. A new job pack would be put out with the word reissued stamped on it. The person who is reissuing the job pack will verify with the supervisor or the operators that the correct information is on it. And then finally, if we end up finding that job pack later, the reissued one should be turned in to your supervisor so that it can be disposed of. So we certainly don't want to have two job packs out there on the shop floor for the same part. If you want to make changes or corrections, If the job pack needs to be changed, the supervisor can do a red line on it if we're going to be changing something on the fly, as long as he dates it and puts his initials on it. We can't do that sort of a thing for these non-critical dimensions. That'll be specified on the job pack. What are the critical dimensions? And for the critical dimensions, there's a different procedure that we follow. We call a quality triage to make sure that there is somebody from engineering and production and quality all together making a decision together as a team, and then we can make the updates to that job pack. If there's a process or print change order, then we fill those things out and we make the change electronically so that the next time that job pack is issued, it will be correct. Always review that job pack at the start of your shift. Remember that you want to take a look at that thing and make sure that you're doing your job in the proper way. If there's anything confusing on there, say something to your supervisor, by all means. Nobody will ever think badly of you for asking a question about the job pack. Follow the instructions, or see your supervisor if it's not correct. And then we have to work as a team to make sure that we're verifying that the way that you're doing the job is the same as it is on the job pack, and that if it isn't, and for some reason you're being instructed to do something differently, or if you have a better idea, we need to make sure that we get that job pack updated. So, very important. I have a question. What would happen if someone didn't use the right amount of detergent? That's like their job pack would show, well, you use 1 cup of detergent in your laundry. Oh no! No, it's terrible. Oh, what a mess. That would be a pain in the neck. Okay, so that's what might happen if. What would happen if another question? If a pilot tried to land a plane without a flight plan, or fly a plane without a flight plan? Well, this might be something that happens on this that Malaysian airliner. He might have flown without a flight plan. I doubt it, but you never know. But anyway, without a flight plan, that's what you can look forward to happening. Let's see what else. What would happen if a weapons specialist tried to disarm a nuclear bomb without following the instructions step by step by step? Oh no! Oh no! That would not be good. That would not be good. So that in the same way, that's what might happen if we didn't follow our job packs at FMS, and if we didn't, that's the picture of our quarantine area, and your parts will end up in that quarantine area. See, there's a bunch of parts on a pallet over here. I'm not sure if what exactly caused all those, but you can be certain that if you're not following what it says on the job pack, you're running the risk of making poor quality parts. And so we most definitely do not want to have that happen. So final thoughts, the job packs and control plans are the foundation of our quality system, and you need to follow them. If you don't have a job pack, or you're not following a job pack, that can cause a lot of quality problems. And we're just opening ourselves up to a risk. And having job packs, everybody wants to do their job right? You want to do your job right. Well, you want to make sure that you have that job pack to know this is the way that you need to do that job in order to do it right. So, if you have any questions, after this video is over, be sure and see your supervisor and ask them questions about this thing. Otherwise, I very much thank you for listening, and I thank you that you can spend the time with me, and I hope you're having a good day. Catch you later.